The Prince, very experienced driver, and Alexander
did well.
So they were both
trying to warm up their tyres, I think.
The way I would see that, I think that's on the Audi big time, because Alexander Prince is not deviating his line mass.
Didn't want to give up track position, and Xiaopi Wang zigs, whilst the Hoffa Mercedes zags, and then into the wall. Seconds. Let's just see what goes on here. Oh, he got a tap. He got a tap. Oh, into Porsche tree. He's gone into Porsche tree. And the exit between two, which they do right now. And we're underway. And straight away, that is Bashura in the wall and Wagner. This is a huge one. Right at the start, there's half the field, 3/4 of the field have gone into each other. Full course caution will have to come out. It may be a red flag here. The grid, yeah, it was a little touch from the inside of the... Was that Ren Messinger? Who...
Aí, ó. Aí foi. Esse é o carro 77, exatamente. O Igor Bacari bateu.
Olha. It's a pretty large accident coming out of turn 1 into turn 2. Looked to me, not 100% certain, but looked to me like Louis Delatraz spun on his own and then crashed into the barrier on the right-hand side. That unsighted the 73 Pratt Miller LMP2.
Desistindo o Esteban.
Tocou.
Olha lá, batida forte, total.
Zalua coming up on Sorensen for the run. This guy, oh no! He's dropped it by himself, and Zalua was collected.
How's your look there? Oh my goodness me.
The Belmont Racing Audi just caught up in someone else's accident.
The damage on the Audi from hitting the wall rather than even being hit by the...
Well, that was trying to thread the needle there,
exactly.
And couldn't get it done.
Ball down the inside of the Grove AMG Air Grove for a moment, and the fan cam makes it look even.
Simon here ending up with quite a substantial hit into the outside earth-filled tyres there, and that's just quite sickening.
Este grupo pierde el auto allí en la salida de la curva número 1 e impacta donde, como decimos siempre, no es casualidad que ahí estén las defensas.
Situation. Now let's see what happened here. You see, and he made contact with the inner wall. So he didn't make contact.
Lado esquerdo do caminhão do Leandro Reis, mas olha o replay aqui da panca do Nilton, foi reto, né? Não
through his side by side there. Oh, and it was 23. It was a 23, yes.
And it was the absolute racing Ferrari.
Ahead, more contact back. That's one of the Red Bull cars going back on track. That was pretty dangerous. That's Niklas Hoffler, and there's been contact. That is going.
Red flag. Let's have a look here. Kumar, McInerney getting together and a rollover. Ajit Kumar rolling the car.
Pero elija largada.
¡Ay, Roque Cajiano! ¡Uy, lo volcó! ¡Uy, golpazo de Carlitos Pérez! Lo enganchó. Venía muy pasado Cajiano.
Roque Cajiano, sí señor.
Muy pasado Roque Cajiano por el lado.
Jonas Greif just up ahead. Look at this, 3 abreast as Alex Ryman, that is Joe Warhurst, and he's over Joe Warhurst.
Then is it the exit of, oh my goodness me.
Now, if proof needed serving that these 296 challenge cars
Un auto. Bueno. Y de costado. Esperemos sin mayores inconvenientes. Quedaba ahí el auto de Augusto Carinelli.
Offline on the bumps and kept his foot in, and he's run out of road and hit it very, very acute angle and pulled.
De la carrera, Lautaro campeone. ¡Uy, Cañolo! ¡Cañolo! ¡Uy, qué golpazo!
No, bueno, lo agarró de punta uno.
Sí, no.
Queda entregado Cañolo.
Sí, Fernández, fíjense, lo engancha Gardoki. y Fernández.
Cuestión para el grupo B que se va y toque, no me digas. Se pegaron. Golpe fuertísimo en la clase.
Ah, sí, con la Raúl.
Mire.
Sí, bueno,
Por eso veíamos
bueno.
el techo. ¡Pah! Primera vez que veo contra el muro un auto, pero con...
Way back. Now, are we going to get to see the incident? Oh my goodness! He's got a long way in. Oh my word. That is one of the most ferocious accidents I have ever seen in the history of the Porsche Carrera Cup. Oh my word. Thank goodness he got out of that. The spare car. Here it is again from another angle. Look at it. Oh my word. That's in real time. Oh. Jose Morenito getting side by side, and he's just cut across and across and across. Bang! Dear, oh dear. Big jump for these two. As Markets and Marque, I believe, watching along on the sidelines. Oh, and a big hit. A big hit at the foot of the course. That Slicks was the track was drying hard. That's how big an accident it was for Rafael Bernardes.
Go out of turn 2, so just got a little bit sideways on the wet conditions, goes through, and it was the 63, I think, that
Nash obviously didn't want to lift out of that. Jimmy probably thought he was clear of Nash, and they've both made, well, heavy contact for Nash, and then it's just caused chaos behind. Adam Garwood, I don't know whether he got hit into Mark Bailey, and that's just caused a flurry of cars.
Montanz. Uy, se despistaron varios, Uy, se despistaron varios en la 1.
Sí.
Uy, golpazo. No. Lo sacó muy bien Leonova, pero mira después.
Luisito Maggini.
Ah, durísimo el golpe,
Sí.
Contact. It's getting ever closer to Boris Gideon as there. One car makes contact with the barriers. That spins the car across into Tal Al Shayr. Oh my!
Oh my God.
So, look at that. I repeat.
3 seconds is the advantage, and off the road goes the 72 racing car, and that is a huge, unbelievable shunt after contact.
Well, they were locked into position.
Because of where the race.
Huge incident for the Porsche, which goes sideways and now is on fire, sitting in the middle of the racetrack. That's the engine end, and of course.
Va a doblar en la horquilla, abrir la primera vuelta de carrera. Acá viene muy bloqueado. Uy, se tocó el vuelco, terrible.
Terrible vuelco.
Fuerte vuelco.
Água vermelha, verde. O Marcos Índio repete a manobra de ontem, já tem acidente. O Rafael Salido foi pro muro e quando voltou, achou ali o líder do campeonato da adianta. Todo esse briefing com os pilotos, porque o efeito sanfona acaba acontecendo em largadas e relargadas. Veja como o Doriguel atingiu em cheio o carro do...
Vamos ver, tá aí exatamente como... Olha lá, rapaz.
Foi um acidente forte.
Acidente forte.
Vamos torcer para que os pilotos estejam tudo ok.
Looks like we've got a nose cone coming off one of the cars. Oh, man! That is a massive moment. Going in, the wheels touched.
Ven, señor del Flair, se la juega y se tocaron. Afuera el de Formosa. Uy, qué piña.
Sí.
Con Ramos.
Muy importante en la zona del Bourbon.
Piña. Joaquín Ramos.
Pesado el auto. Ofrece una mayor superficie como para tratar de...
And see a massive impact with the barriers here, very, very fast through Eau Rouge, and actually almost caught the back of a Porsche just ahead. Oh gosh, he went hugely hard into the barrier.
The background, there is Graham Paulius, goes straight on Paddock. The truck digs into the gravel and over it went. Spectacular incident.
At the top of Solomon Park, so the Holden had lost it of Maloney and backed into the wall again. It's that blind approach. And again, unlucky. Sheedy did his best here. He did absolutely all he could to avoid there in a blind approach, and the BMW arriving on the scene late.
Or whether you're in sprint rookie. And these are the sprint. Oh, big accident in turn one. Our place to have an accident in the first place. He's trying to come into the pits. Would not be going anywhere near that fast under red flag.
hard impact here.
Oh my, look at that.
Incredible here, and that's why we see the I was trying to figure out where the damage was coming to the A pillar of the passenger side of Adams here.
For the number 3 and number 77, that's Callum Barnes and Eddie. Oh, that's a big one.
That's Eddie Moore that's gone over there. With the
carrera tiene 5 vueltas. ¡Ay, Martín! ¡Uy, cómo salió!
Me parece que lo ayudaron.
Bueno, tremendo vuelco de Martínez. Pasó realmente por el alambrado. Bueno, esperemos que...
Eccolo qui, guardiamo che cosa succede. Ah no, è andato a prendere il muretto interno, quindi una
Ha fatto tutto
botta,
da solo.
Brutta botta, bruttissima botta per Giacomo Riva, perché c'è stato un problema sicuramente tecnico.
That's cool. That's the spin from Francois Proto, and absolutely nailed by the number 8 car. Ginetta also picking up a little bit of debris there as everybody...
To really sort of unleash this 911s and a Cayman. Oh, we have a massive
Ui. Heftiger Einschlag. Ich hoffe, er hat die Hände weg vom Lenkrad.
Di Gustavo Sandrucci.
Attenzione alla Cupra che taglia.
Sì, ha centrato in pieno, brutta botta, ha coinvolto.
Interrompido. Olha o que aconteceu com o Marco Billy.
É bem semelhante ao que aconteceu com o Melo, porém com um desfecho pior, né? Ele estava ali numa velocidade muito mais alta ali e sem o controle do carro acaba enchendo ali a barreira de proteção.
Away. So he was on the inside, and Bloom, I may have been a bit of contact with Seifert as well, I don't know, but certainly Shooten looking to be the innocent party. And the door fly. The back end stepping out, and a mighty impact for Dirk Shooten. At this, the first 3 cars, there's nothing between them. Straight on, Yongyan into the barrier. This is almost certainly.
Look at what happened. Offline through 7, tries to rescue it, gets off the marbles, and that is a huge hit into the barrier. Wow, part of the circuit. Oh, multiple angles and very good effort from our cameraman to stick with it. You can see that even
On the last lap, let's have a look at Gary Miller. Look at this one. That's brave and that's silly. Oh, around and over we go.
Oh, that's a big one. That's John Cooper. A big accident down at Isle of Bend. That will be another red flag.
With Garwood. Oh, contact in the middle this time. Heavy contact. My goodness, that was a big hit. And look at the damage on Scott Cameron's car. Heavy damage front and rear for the...
tout simplement, regardez le replay. Voilà, un décalage sur l'extrait. Il y est pour dire, je vais vous dire que la sécurité elle est effective là, hein, parce que quand on arrive à cette vitesse en accélération, alors qu'on voit même qu'un pneu est en train de faire quelques sauts
Fecha a porta por ali, não vai dar do doce. E ali a batida muito forte.
Muito forte a batida.
Ali a batida muito... Henrique Basso e o Lorenzo Massa. Segura. Peter, ali o toque. E vai dando aquela rampada, vai capotando agora o Henrique Basso. A capotagem...
Qui attenzione a...
Contatto.
Cazzaniga, è lui che è andato in contatto e poi lo sfilano e perde il controllo della vettura, guarda. Nottingham Racing perde il controllo della vettura e va a toccare dietro.
As we take a look for the first time.
Oh, there it is.
Exact same wiggle that Palou had in turn 3.
And then the rear is just gone, and he's... Oh, wow, that is big. Lucky boy.
Ride for Kiffin Simpson.
Lucky boy.
Car came back down, thankfully. There are holes in the floors to try to prevent the cars from going airborne and flipping over. You saw it go up. It should have.
Sun low as Scott Dixon came through 1 and 2.
IndyCar fans.
Oh! Spin it in the wall. That's huge for Colton Herta. Upside down and dragging down the track. That's a big impact.
mean, that looked different even.
Yeah, here it is.
When you watch it in real speed, it's it takes your breath away just watching it. And guys, the thing that we'd be remiss without saying at this point, right before this happened.
应该是58号车手贺正全，应该是在与另外一位车手的争夺过程当中呢，是发生了碰撞，导致了他的6号车手
corner, but Pranav van Gala not going anywhere in a hurry, Mark.
No, he's not. There's a big sideways moment, and I'm afraid off and into the barriers with a big hit goes Joe Dean. He ran wide coming out of Old.
El piano, porque ahí es crítico la curva. Míralo, ahí lo tienes.
Sí.
Salta por encima del piano, se descontrola la parte trasera. Estos coches con el efecto suelo tan duros. Madre mía, ha volcado, velocidad. Ha volcado.
Make it stick this time round. He's desperate. Third attempt to Evans. Oh, in the background, huge crash. Dropped it on the brakes. Into the wall. Another one here. It's a big shunt at the end of the straight. That's a really big off at the end of the straight. That again going. Well, I don't know. Let's get the nose. Let's get the.
Wow, he lost it.
No.
Wow, big one. He lost it just coming out from turn 18. Yeah, turn 18. Just
behind his brother. But he's got to find a way past the Honda before he can make that happen. Oh dear, that's going to be a big one, and it is indeed. Marco Bucci nose first into the barriers.
For the drivers here, Thomas Toffel is making contact with Happiness, and she's then going into the tire stack. So really hard to tell what an impact. What an impact.
Back, who's a guest driver.
Side, small amount of contact with Tauscher, actually. Yeah, that's Tauscher just trying to, just two into one doesn't go, and then actually DeHaan and Giretti were in the gravel trap.
Yeah, so DeHaan spins in the aftermath. Giretti simply has nowhere to go. So, and then we have a spinning car in the middle there as well. That was, I believe, for Stante, and then there is a collision.
지금 차량 충돌이 굉장히 많이 발생합니다. 지금 화재까지 발생이 되는데요. 자, 이렇게 되면 지금 빠르게
자, 느린 화면 한번 볼까요?
바깥쪽을 나가서
나가면서
오버스티어가
그렇네요.
났네요.
거의 한 바퀴를 돌면서 이렇게 뒤집히게 된 거군요. 다들 들이받으면서.
In Richtung Kurve 1 ist da vorne. Boah. Ja, okay. Okay. Ach du meine Güte. Ach du meine Güte.
Will be DeHaan who leads us up through Sandevot. Theo Overhouse in second. Keegan Masters trying to get round the outside of Marvin Klein, who spun into the barriers and back into the pathway of the field. And we have a Porsche Mobil 1 Supercar car park.
Yeah, he's just a bit of a ambitious move there around the outside of Marvin Klein.
Que é o carro do Pedro Fernando e do Nick Ramos, e aí tem mais panca agora. Agora tá aberto o festival de pancas.
Not too much damage done. This is then what happened further down the avenue, and that was Mike Taylor being spat out of line heavily into the barriers. It's actually on the driver's left-hand side of the road.
Off line, and he runs out of real estate, and then, wait for it, bang, comes across the road. And Luke Hopkinson did a good...
Runs over it, but yeah, he was offline on the marbles, didn't have the same grip as he did online. As soon as you go on the grass, it's just game over. There's just no...
Craig and his Cayman GT4. It's tough as these guys are coming through.
Oh, contact, and Dyson is off with a big hit as he got together with one of the GT cars.
ไซด์บายไซด์กระแทกไปโดนกับเปเปอร์แล้วเนี่ยจังหวะนี้หมุนไปชนกับเปเปอร์ครับเปเปอร์เข้ากัดเรียวครับโอ้โหเนี่ยคุณผู้ชมเห็นยังว่าทำไมเราถึงบอกว่าอย่ายืนตรงนั้นนะครับผม
que rolou. Rapaz. Tá zerado, hein?
Cara, pela velocidade. So that's an outright race lead, and now he's putting the block on. Oh,
no. Oh my God.
Oh, that's the accident. Huge moment. And there's no stopping the Mustang.
Left there to 76 for from behind. Miles Rowe, contact from Callan Hedge, the silver number 17 car, and then who else? Tommy Smith took major damage. Niels Colin in the number 10 Ganassi car, missing a second time. That front wing was already damaged. Then Haley Deegan piles into the back here.
What happened?
Oh no, the right suspension front failure. Oh! Oh no.
What an uncharacteristic sort of situation there. So bizarre. The four
happened to you at the Speedway.
Oh. That is an immense hit.
Coming.
Oh, it's a heck of a shock. Just listen. Oh, you can accelerate.
So that looked with the replay of Gerhard Watzinger cannoning into the barrier. Marshall's scatter, but a broken car, wheel ripped off, and yeah, there's barrier work, there's a car to move, there's debris to move.